Well guys, it is the month of May, and on the 31st, Godzilla King of the Monsters premieres worldwide. And of course, for the occasion, every Godzilla YouTuber is reviewing every Godzilla film. Like if that hasn't been done a million fucking times. So for this video, I'm gonna be kinda, do something different. Because, I've been kinda thinking to do something for this kind of special occasion. So I've kind of just decided I'm just gonna go straight into the point and just, for when the film comes out, I'm gonna share my thoughts on my top 10 favorite Godzilla films. Yeah, we're good. Ericzilla here with another My Thoughts video, and today I got something for you guys for the occasion of the release of Godzilla King of the Monsters, which is coming pretty soon, like I think 9 days. So yeah, it's coming. It's really coming. So like I said in the intro, I'll be discussing my top 10 favorite Godzilla films. But it's gonna have a sort of a structure. Let me explain. So basically is this. From 10 to 6 are films that are my favorites and are enjoyable. Simple as that. And from 5 to 3 are my favorite films that are films that I would not mind watching more than once. And from 2 to 1 are my personal favorite films. The films that in which kind of have a soft spot for me and on me, if that makes sense. And are just like 5 to 3, I wouldn't mind watching them more than once. And yeah. And in this video, I'll mainly just be discussing reasons on why it's my favorite, so don't really expect me to go into too much into the plot, but I'll probably get into the plot on some things here and there, but that's mainly what it's gonna be. So with that out of the way, let's get started with number 10. Number 10. Godzilla, aka Godzilla King of the Monsters from 1954. Suspiciously having the same title as the movie that's gonna be made and that's gonna premiere on the 31st. How ironic. Yup, we're starting with the original for this one. The thing I like about this film was its characters. Honestly, there are many instances in which I don't really have a favorite actor, but if I had to pick one from this film, it would have to be Dr. Serizawa, basically the guy who sacrificed his life to kill Godzilla. And speaking of which, the Godzilla appearances and its overall structure and design is honestly something that's honestly a favorite of mine. Also, not to mention Godzilla's rampages accompanied with Akira Ifukube's music. There are some slow parts, not gonna lie, here and there on a couple scenes in the film, but honestly, other than that, it's a film I honestly recommend. Number 9. Godzilla X Megaguirus, or Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, whatever. After Godzilla 2000, they made Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. And just like the rest of the Millennium series, it ignores the other films and continues from the 1954 film. The reason I love this film is not just because of the fact that it features probably my all-time favorite Godzilla design, it's also because of the soundtrack and battle scenes. Honestly, like, the battle scenes, man, they're just so, they're awesome, but at the same time, they get cheesy. I mean, come on, where are you going to see Godzilla literally do a freaking body slam? Like, That's only Godzilla, bruh. Only Godzilla. And of course the design of Mechagodzilla herself. The concept of a other dimensional insect is something new for Godzilla, honestly. As far as I know. Like what plot does it involve black holes and mutant insects? I don't know, you guys can probably tell me in the comments down below, but either way, it is a plot that honestly is just pretty interesting to me. Also, not to mention the amount of violence it has, just because from the attacks of the Meganullas that were eating out the people in Tokyo. Overall, in the end, it's a fun one, honestly. I just love this film, honestly. Number 8, Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Oh man, this film though, oh my god. It continues from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, a film I also enjoyed, but if I had to pick one from the two that feature Kiryu in it, it would have to be Tokyo SOS. The design of Mechagodzilla here is honestly just freaking dope. It's honestly just a huge step up from the shitty Heisei one, I could tell you that. Mothra is also pretty amazing. The whole design is obviously an homage to the Showa rendition of the character. I also love the design of the Mothra larvas, and including Godzilla himself. The characters and soundtrack are also really nice as well. Especially the battle sequence soundtrack between Godzilla and Kiryu in the film. Overall, this film is just awesome. It is, honestly, I love this film. Number 7. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, giant monsters all out attack. If I could say that more than 5 times, or if you can, I would consider you you're not considered human if you can say that like 10 times fast, man. Like, holy shit. Not only does it feature a dope ass Godzilla with white eyes, it also features 3 other monsters, Mothra, Ghidorah, and Baragon. In this film, Godzilla is basically the bad guy, while the other 3 are the good ones. Yeah, that means Ghidorah is too. And honestly, I'm pretty sure it's not really that surprising because, well, I'm pretty sure everyone's already seen the film at this point. Also has my 3 favorite monster designs: Baragon, Godzilla, and Ghidorah. I'll always have a soft spot for the original design of Ghidorah, because honestly that design itself is probably the one design I honestly love. But the GMK though is just like really awesome, and honestly when I first saw the design, it just really just looked dope as hell. I'm probably also not the first person to point out that the fact that this was originally going to feature Anguirus and Varan, but it didn't, and the designer who designed Ghidorah added in some little homages to Varan. So I mean, yeah, there's that. The soundtrack and characters as well are also pretty nice, though at the same time though, when it comes to the characters, like I said, they're nice and all that, but I don't know, they're kind of just bland to me. That's just me though. Overall, this film is a dope one. It's just really awesome. Just freaking awesome. Number 6. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla from 1974. Okay. From the many Mechagodzilla designs throughout the Godzilla franchise, Mechagodzilla 74 is the G, man. It is simply no other Mechagodzilla design can top this one. The film itself is a favorite amongst all G fans, and can you just see why? Oh my god. The special effects are honestly the highlight in my opinion in the film, and it's just something that really just catched my eye like when I watched this film, is the special effects. It is just insane. Something I love about the movie are also the aliens and the characters. They're pretty cool in some aspects, but the aliens themselves are also pretty interesting. Not to mention the fact that there's theories going around of supposed how you say Planet of the Apes being the fact that they are the next gen of the Planet of the Apes. I don't know, there's this whole theory and shit like that. I don't know, I'll probably do a video on that one day. But basically, the aliens in this are also pretty cool. The 74 design is honestly a favorite of mine, including the King Caesar design in this film. In the end, this film is just downright just awesome, man. It is, oh my gosh, man. I could just talk all day about this, but I don't know. This is a top 10, so yeah. But you know what? This film is not as dope as the next one we're gonna see. Number 5. Terror of Mechagodzilla. Let me just say, if you, for some reason, don't like this film, for any reason, then you're probably retarded. Cause this film is freaking dope as hell. They basically made another Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, but just tripling its awesomeness levels, man. Like, this is some high level Kino shit right here, dog. Also, I'm gonna let you guys pause the video if you guys want to look up what Kino means. You're back? Okay, good. Let's continue on. The soundtrack and characters are interesting, honestly. I absolutely love the soundtrack, especially the theme of Godzilla's theme as well. When he emerges out when he appears to fight Titanosaurus, the soundtrack for Godzilla's theme in this is pretty damn awesome. Also the whole concept of a robot chick controlling a giant Mechagodzilla is also a pretty interesting, strange one to me. But at the same time, though, I come to accept it. Although the thing I don't like about this particular film is mainly just the aliens. I don't know, they don't turn into monkeys like in the other one. This one they don't really turn into him, actually. As a matter of fact, are they even related? As far as I can tell, I don't know. Probably they are. Who knows? The point is, though, this film is just awesome, man. The fight scenes and special effects are just epic, and it's just something I guarantee you guys will not be bored of watching. It is just awesome. There's nothing much else to say. This film is just freaking awesome. Number 4. Godzilla vs. Biollante. Alright, let me go on a little rant here. The Heisei films of the Godzilla franchise, in my opinion, are honestly the films that I found to be I mean, the monsters and special effects are alright, I guess, but some are just bland and are just awful. Oh my gosh. There's at least 2 films that I found to be pretty entertaining and just honestly dope. And one of them is Godzilla vs. Biollante. The film is pretty awesome, including the fight scenes. But the best thing about this film is the soundtrack. And of course, one in particular music score that I found to be pretty damn enjoyable was BioWars. BioWars has somewhat became so popular nowadays that even a group on Instagram called Kaiju Shitposting made numerous memes on this music, basically saying that this music is like, it fits perfectly with every other scene. And it kind of does. Overall, this film in particular is honestly just amazing. Honestly, just on its own, like without all the memes and all that, this film is just really awesome. Biollante is a really awesome kaiju. Godzilla is honestly just, you know, just there being badass as always. And just overall, this film is just really awesome. Number 3. Shin Godzilla. After years and years of just hibernation, Toho made a movie that took a new approach to Godzilla. And that is to make him as creepy and disturbing as possible. Cause holy shit, this thing was just so creepy and so weird looking. And I just freaking love it. I absolutely love it. The film is honestly, to me in my opinion though, it's pretty awesome. The characters are one of those characters in which you kind of see in an anime. I don't know why. I mean, I think that's just me. Or maybe because of the fact that the director himself worked on a couple animes himself. But other than that, the characters are pretty enjoyable nonetheless. Especially Shin Godzilla himself. Shin Godzilla's design and just overall appearance is what kind of stole the show for me. This thing has so much abilities and so much weird transformations that this in particular Godzilla is honestly just one of my most favorite Godzilla designs. I have quite a few favorite Godzilla designs, but this one's just one of many basically. And the soundtrack as well is also pretty cool. Some of them reusing some of the Evangelion soundtracks, but overall also reusing some of Akira Ifukube's soundtracks as well. And also, of course, also using some original soundtracks like Persecution to the Masses and Who Will Know. Those in particular soundtracks that are honestly one of my many favorites, honestly. Overall, this is a film I totally recommend you guys check out. There are some G fans out there who might find this film to be, you know, kind of weird, and most of them just don't really like the film in general. But honestly, I'd say take a second look on this film. Number 2. Godzilla 2000. This film is honestly awesome. It is dope. The film is amongst the first to really start the trend of, in the Millennium series, to continue from the 1954 film and ignore the others and the others and shit, you know? The characters are honestly alright. The army and battle scenes are awesome. The film also depicts probably the best Godzilla in my opinion. Just from the spines and everything about him is just freaking awesome. He just looks so menacing looking. I just love it. Also, this is also one of the many first in the Millennium series to depict alien invasions, and also features the monster Orga. Orga, in my opinion, would probably be one of my favorite monsters besides Godzilla, and it's just, you know, it's pretty cool, honestly. And I swear, if you guys say that it's because of the vor shit, if it's because of that, I swear I will come to your house and fucking rip your body to shreds. I'm sorry, I kinda went crazy right there. The soundtrack in this is also pretty damn awesome as well. Both the American and the Japanese soundtrack. In the end, this film is honestly awesome, and it's just something I absolutely love. Everything about this film just what got me somewhat into Godzilla. Overall, once again, it is just an awesome one. Well guys, we're almost at number 1. Now before I get to it, here are some honorable mentions. Godzilla 1984. Because of the special effects. King Kong vs. Godzilla, because of its awesomeness. Ghidorah the three-headed monster, because it depicts probably my favorite Ghidorah design. Mothra vs. Godzilla from 1964, because of Godzilla. Godzilla vs. Megalon, because of its cheesiness. Godzilla vs. Hedorah, because it's fucking trippy as hell. and Godzilla 2014, because, well, this movie got me hyped, and because Godzilla hasn't been around for that long. I mean, crying out loud, I bet you guys like that film as well. And also because of the battle scenes, mainly that. And now, my number one favorite Godzilla film, Godzilla Final Wars. Now, the reason this film is a personal favorite was that this film was the one film that really got me into Godzilla. This film pretty much just like, you know what? I'm a Godzilla fan. Just straight up, this movie got me. I absolutely love it. Fuck yes. The film depicts some of my favorite depictions of the classic monsters, such as Mechagodzilla, Rodan, Gigan, especially Godzilla. The soundtrack and special effects are also pretty awesome. The special effects are like kind of in part into some of the you know, the normal kind of Millennium special effects, but I don't know, this one has somewhat of a charm to it. I don't know what it is. The soundtrack as well is also pretty enjoyable, especially the Rodan Attacks New York soundtrack. That one's pretty enjoyable, amongst other music soundtracks as well. It also has probably another favorite Toho actor, Don Fry, as Captain Gordon. He's just badass. That's simply what it is, man. He's just there to be a badass. There is nothing really much else to say. The battle scenes are also the best thing in this film, and especially the newer monsters in this, and the new and only monster, Monster X, which his design is pretty damn sick. Especially its final form, which is the Kaiser Ghidorah form, and it's also pretty much a favorite of mine. Overall, to this day, this film still holds up today as being probably the most epic, dope-ass, crazy Godzilla film that I absolutely love, and it's pretty much the one and only film that really got me into Godzilla. Well, guys, that's it. Those were my top 10 Godzilla films. Honestly, after rewatching all these films just so I could do this top 10, which I did, I've noticed how each of these have that unique charm to it. That unique, awesome cheesiness that all these movies have. And it is just freaking awesome, man. Like, it is just awesome. I just love each one of these films, man. Like, all these films have sort of a special place. Especially Godzilla 2000 and Godzilla Final Wars. Like, those two are the ones that really got me. And then the other films, I mean, they're just really awesome as well. With their awesome, cheesy, epic monsters, and just overall, just everything about the Godzilla franchise is just really awesome. And I just hope that Mike Dowder will give us all a ride of a lifetime with Godzilla King of the Monsters. And I just hope that this film will probably be a film to just absolutely love about. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Overall, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. Tell me your guys' thoughts. Tell me your guys' top 10 Godzilla films, and just yeah. Overall, there's nothing really much else to say, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, guys, sayonara.